She kissed me like she always did, mechanical, precise, a habit with no hunger behind it. Then she turned away, adjusting her dress in the mirror with that distant look she thought I didn't notice. "We'll take separate cars. In case you want to leave early," she said. Casual, too casual. I didn't argue, I just nodded. That's what she expected. I buckled our son into the passenger seat. He looked at me in that quiet way he always did, studying my face the way kids study the sky before a storm. We pulled out of the driveway. She was already gone. Halfway through the drive, he leaned in close. His voice was barely a whisper, the kind children use when they know something is wrong but don't know how to say it out loud. "Dad, Mom doesn't know I found this." He opened his fist, a hotel key card. White plastic, room number 237 scrawled across it in blue pen. Beneath that, a name, Mark. I took it from him. My hands didn't shake. Not yet. I gave him a smile that felt like a lie, and turned off the highway. "I think I took a wrong turn," I said. He didn't argue. Smart kid. He gets that from me. The hotel was nothing special. Clean, anonymous. The kind of place you don't look anyone in the eye. I parked around the back and left the car running. "Stay here," I told him. "I'll be right back." He didn't ask why. He just nodded. The elevator smelled like bleach and bad choices. I stood still inside it, watching the red numbers tick up like a countdown. Second floor, left turn, room 237. I knocked once. Silence. Then, a click. The door opened 2 inches, then stopped. A man stood there, tall, shirt half-buttoned, bare feet on the carpet. Behind him, her perfume, her laugh, her silhouette blurred through the hotel curtain light. He looked at me like I was nobody, just a delivery guy or maybe a wrong door. Then he saw my eyes, and he froze. She called from the bed, "Mark, who is it?" My name isn't Mark. It never was. He closed the door slowly. I let him. I didn't knock again. I didn't need to. I already knew. I didn't say anything that night. Not at dinner, not in bed. She smiled like she always did. Like nothing, like everything. I watched her, measured the space between her words. She told me about her parents' party, her mother's new dress, her father's toast. She described it all like she'd been there hours. I nodded in all the right places, but I already knew what the wallpaper in room 237 looked like. I knew how many rings she took off before she lied down. The next day, I checked her messages. She didn't know I'd cloned her phone last year, just in case. Mark was careful. Burner numbers, hidden folders. But no one is that careful. Not forever. Their first meeting was 6 months ago, a conference, of course. There were photos, conversations about me, laughter in texts, plans for some day. She told him I was distant, cold, disconnected. She wasn't wrong. I stopped being warm the moment I stopped trusting her. That was long before she ever slipped between someone else's sheets. It all led to one thing, a DNA test. Simple, clean, 1 swab from my son, 1 from me. 3 days. I didn't sleep during those. Didn't need to. The envelope arrived in a plain package, white, unassuming, like truth often is. I opened it in my office, closed the door, locked it. Not a match. Probability of paternity, 0.00%. I read it again, and again. Then I folded the paper and placed it in my jacket pocket, like a loaded gun. That night, I set dinner, her favorite, lit the candles, played the music she liked. She smiled like she won something. After dessert, I handed her the envelope. No words. She opened it slowly. Her hands began to tremble. Her lips parted. She looked at me. But I wasn't there anymore. "I can explain," she whispered. I nodded. Not yet. Not no. Just acknowledgement of sound. She reached for my hand. I pulled it back. I didn't raise my voice, didn't curse. I simply slid my phone across the table, opened to the thread of her messages with Mark, photos, dates, locations. Her face crumbled in real time. "I saw you," I said finally. "One wrong turn. That's all it took." She started to cry. But crying isn't remorse. It's panic dressed in pity. "I didn't mean for this to happen. You meant it every time you lied." She stood, reached for me again. I stepped back. One clean step. And I said the last thing she never saw coming. "He's not mine. But I'll raise him like he is. Because you don't deserve him." She collapsed into the chair like something cut loose. I turned, left her there. No slamming doors, no final threats. Just silence and distance. He sat on the porch steps when I got home, still holding that key card. I took it from his hand, slipped it into my pocket. He didn't ask what happened. He didn't need to. We sat in silence as the sun dipped behind the houses. I put my arm around him, felt his weight lean into mine. He's not my blood, but he's mine. She thought she'd broken me. She only revealed what was already dead. And now? Now I know who I am without her. Finality isn't loud. It's a closed door that no longer needs a lock. And I never looked back.